So, ito po yung mga processes po kung paano mag-manufacture po ng semiconductor. Number 1, silicon manufacturing, wafer manufacturing. 2, photolithography, pre-oxidation for diffusion and ion implantation. Next slide. So, wafer manufacturing. Wafer is manufactured from silicon. So, ang wafer po ay yun po yung a thin slice of semiconductor such as a crystalline silicon used for the fabrication of integrated circuits. Yun po, no? Yun po yung wafer.
Alam mo ba yung itsura ng wafer? Saan galing yung wafer?
Yes, sir.
Saan galing yung wafer?
Sir, bali, yun nga po yung pag may nagawa na pong semiconductor tapos sini-slice po siya. Yun po yung
ang
wafer.
tawag doon yung monocrystal, yung parang tubo, di ba? Tapos, parang sausage yun eh. Yung, di ba, may silicone, di ba? Yung germanium. Tapos, i-slice mo siya parang sausage, yung salami. Parang maninipis na gano'n, no? Tapos, ipapolish. O, yun. Yun yung wafer na tinatawag. Di ba, parang, pag bumibili ka ng pagkain, wafer yan. Di ba, yung parang naka-dice, yung parang naka-basket type na yung matrix.
May linya po.
May linya na horizontal, horizontal tsaka vertical. Yun yung wafer, no? Sige,
so, silicon can be artificially produced by combining silica and carbon in electric furnace. It keeps polycrystalline silicon. Practical integrated circuits can only be fabricated from single crystal silicon. So, Zoralski process is the technique of making single crystal silicon from polycrystalline silicon. In Zoralski process, a solid crystal is rotated and slowly extracted from a pool of molten silicon. It requires careful control to give crystals desired purity and dimensions. So, next slide po. So, ito po yung Zoralski process. Next slide po. So, silicon cylinder is known as an ingot. So, ang ingot po ay a block of steel called silver or other metal, typically oblong in shape. So, ito po yung parang nag-shape po sa ano po natin sa silicon. At typical ingot is about 1 or 2 meters in length, can be sliced into hundreds of smaller circular pieces called wafers. Each wafer yields few hundreds or thousands of integrated circuits. So, next slide. So, dito po ginagamit po yung ingot po para ikat yung wafer. So, ito po yung process niya. So, next is oxidation.
Oxidation. Silicon dioxide growth is a key process step in manufacturing or silicon devices. So, dun po sa pag-manufacture po ng silicon devices, yung growth po ng silicon dioxide, yun po yung key process na yun, yung para po makabuo ng silicon. Tapos, thick oxides are used for field oxides. Thin gauge oxide control electronic devices. Sacrificial layers are grown in thin-up surfaces. The stability and ease of formation of silicon dioxide was one of the reasons that silicon replaced germanium as the semiconductor of choice. Dito po sir, yung stability tsaka yung ease of formation po ng silicon dioxide. Yun po yung reason kung bakit mas gamit po yung silicon ngayon compared to sa germanium. Next. Yung diagram po, inaano lang po yung simplest method po na producing ng oxide layer consisting of heating of silicon wafer into oxidizing atoms. There are mainly two types of oxides, which is yung dry and wet oxide. Una po natin yung dry oxide, which is pure dry oxygen po yung ina-employ po doon. Ang disadvantage po nito, yung pag po sa dry oxide po yung gamit natin, yung pag-grow po niya medyo mabagal. Pero ang advantage naman po is parang slowly but surely, kasi mabagal po yung growth niya, pero yung oxide layer po na napoproduce niya, uniform po yung napoproduce niya layer. Tapos, relatively few defects exist at the oxide silicon interface. Kumbaga, mas konti po yung magiging parang reject po din sa magiging product. Next. And wet oxide, steam is injected. Kung kanina po, ang ipinapasa po natin doon ay pure dry oxygen. Dito naman po sa wet, steam po yung ini-inject natin. Disadvantage po niya, hydrogen atoms related by the decomposition of the water molecules produces imperfection that may degrade the oxide quality. Kanina po dun sa may dry oxide, relatively few defects lang po yung nagagawa niya. Dito naman po sa wet oxide, yung water molecules po na nandun sa sa steam, yun po yung nag-cause po ng imperfection na magde-degrade po dun sa quality ng oxide na mapoproduce. Ang advantage naman po nitong wet oxide, mabilis po yung pag-grow po niya. Tapos, yung mas nakakatulong po yun para sa pag-grow po ng thick layer ng silk oxide.
So, diffusion and ion implantation. This is the process for adding impurities into the silicon atom for getting desired properties, also known as doping. Yung dopants na nilalagay po dito ay commonly ay phosphorus and boron. Yung process na itong diffusion ay opposite polarity doping atoms are added to molten silicon during the Raleigh process to create single junction in the ingot. Repeated counter-doping can be produced multiple junctions within the crystal. In diffusion, a uniform doped ingot is sliced into wafers. Oxygen film is then grown on the wafers. The film is patterned and etched using photolithography, exposing specific sections of the silicon. The wafers are then spun with an opposite polarity doping source, adhering only to the exposed areas. Next slide. Yung ion implantation naman po ay gumagamit ng accelerator para ma-penetrate yung silicon crystal. Next slide. Picture.
Oh, tapos na?
Sir,
Okay na yan? Yun na yung last?
yes po.
Yung nilagay niyo ba yung mga members dun sa o wala nasa una?
Hindi po yata.
Basta paki-forward sa akin yung mga yung mga kasama ng grupo para mag-gradean ko. Thank you very much, no. So importante lang yung may magre-report pa ba sa microprocessor? O hindi na. Yun na yun.
Process po ng microprocessor, yun din po kasi yung semiconductor ay yun po yung source ng microprocessor.